Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching and Pro Wrestling Logic YouTube channel, which is what you're here for. NWA Power for the 12th of October 2021. NWA Power opens up with Joe Galli and Velvet Sky welcoming World Champion Trevor Murdoch to announce booth for the episode. Hawks Air, Luke and PJ Hawks defeat Sal Renaro and Mims with Danny Dale's tag team title elimination. Tournament semifinal match. Mims uses power advantage over Luke, taking control for the good first bit of the match. Luke gains momentum and hits a shoulder tackle on Mims, which allows him enough time to tag out to PJ. PJ and Ranallo both use some good technical wrestling. Ranallo avoids arm drags. PJ uses amateurs to gain a bunch of near falls on Ranallo. Ranallo has a lot more talent than he's ever been allowed to show on this larger stage, and gets distracted by the referee twice. PJ claims another near fall on Ranallo after tagging in. Luke lands a series of shoulder breakers and a running slam to regain some momentum on the Hawks family. Deals jumps on the apron for what ends up being the third time in the match, and the referee ejects him from ringside. Ranallo blocks the Irish Whip, which allows him to take Mims and keep the action in the corner. Mims power slams PJ, and then Ranallo hits an assisted leg drop for another 2 count. PJ then reverses an Irish Whip with a knee to the midsection of Ranallo. Mims hits the ring, but met by a leg lariat and then takes him out. PJ locks on the Hawks clutch on Ranallo, who taps out. Luke and PJ Hawks are moving on to the finals of this tournament, which I still don't understand the reason behind the tournament. Kyle Davis interviews the Pope, who on a closed set, which requires Pope address speculation about when he would cash in his opportunity for the NWA World title. He starts that he had a great respect for Murdoch and that he's one of the first people to congratulate him on becoming champion. Pope said he wouldn't cash in on an unexpected Murdoch. Chelsea Green, Melina, and Kylie Ray are on the set with Davis. Green yells at the crowd, claiming that everyone knows she should be champion. Basically, then Ray did her "I'm happy to be here, we should all get an opportunity" character. NWA World Television Champion Tyrus with Austin Idol defeats Jordan Clearwater with Black Chiefs. Bell rings. Black Chiefs and Idol stayed in the ring, exchanging pleasantries. Gallery acknowledged that these two wrestlers are trying to run out of match time. There's 3:30 left in the match in a 6:05 match. Clearwater lands a bunch of big boots on Tyrus. It results in a near fall. Clearwater puts Tyrus in figure 4 leg lock. Tyrus reaches the ropes and forces a break. Tyrus recovers, while Clearwater argues with Idol at ringside. Tyrus then hits a heart punch for the win. After the match, May Valentine interviews Tyrus and Idol. She said this was a weird match, which was agreed to by Tyrus, and he started that no other company in the world makes two team members fight each other, for championship. And then there's a Trevor chant that breaks out, and obviously there is a tease of a Tyrus and Trevor Murdoch match, which I don't think anyone wants to see. Anyway, so basically, we move back to the podium with Davis and Mickie James, who asked about the success of the Empower Women show. James thanks Billy Corgan and the NWA for allowing her to put on the pay-per-view, the best women's pay-per-view of all time, she said. And then said Empower was just the beginning of the NWA showcasing women's talent. Kiera Hogan interrupts and apologized for previously cutting her off. Hogan asked James why she's leaving her off the next Empower show, which James explained that she is going to have her on the show. Hogan then said she came to the NWA to wrestle James and that she's getting frustrated and she didn't want to wrestle her. James said that isn't how matches are made in the NWA, and she could talk about this in private. Both are clearly frustrated and stormed away. Camille and Tom Latimer joined Davis at the podium. Latimer explains the relationship with former NWA champion Nick Aldis. He mentions how Aldis always made more than him per show in the UK, and he's always second Aldis no matter where he went. He argues that Aldis used his entire career to further himself. Latimer brings Aldis' son into it and said he should apologize to him for everything that happened recently. James Storm comes out to the podium, claims that pro wrestling has always been a huge part of his life. He makes his intentions and his number one goal clear, regaining the NWA National Championship. The end, Paro and Odinson defeated Curtis and Aaron Stevens in a tournament semifinal match. The end attacks Curtis and Stevens as they make their way to the apron. Stevens then makes his way into the ring. The match officially starts. Odinson dominates in the beginning of the match, where commentary points out Stevens didn't seem quite like himself. Curtis and Paro tagged in, and both men hit running lariats on each other, with Curtis seemingly being phased a little bit by this. Curtis lands a big power slam on Paro for a near fall. Paro then goes on to attack Stevens in the corner, which distracts both him and the referee. While the referee gets Stevens back on the tag rope, Odinson then lands a dropkick to the back on Curtis' head, and Paro and Odinson continue to use their signature tag moves, Curtis resulting in multiple near falls. Curtis then recovers and hits a devastating forearm on Odinson, which allows him to tag in Stevens. As soon as Stevens enters, he misses a swinging lariat, with Odinson reversing it into the schoolboy pinfall to advance, and then the end will meet Hawk's Hair in the finals of the tournament, winners entering into a title shot. Galley closed the show. Curtis is seen shoving Stevens at ringside, teasing a final breakup or an eventual breakup between the two of them. Not a bad show, short, to the point, and that's what wrestling should be. We'll be back with more right after this.